All right, I am also going to show you how to create a colored background on your project. That's the first thing several people always ask me how to do. So, as I mentioned before, and I'll state several times throughout this class, that there's always several ways to achieve anything. One thing you can do is go up to File, Document Setup, and here you can simulate colored paper. And you can select a color through this and pick a color. But something else that you might want to do, depending on your final vision for your design and how you want your document to look, is you might just want to add a shape on a layer. So you go over to your layers on the right hand side. Remember, if your layers are not open, you cannot find this. Look for everything that you want to do in your windows. So I would just have layer 1, and you can even name it background. If you get used to naming your layers, it can be really helpful. To be honest, I hardly ever do that. I just know what's on my layers. But in your background layer, you can make a shape, and you simply just make a rectangle the same size as your document, and you don't need a stroke on this. You just want to fill color, and then you can select the color that you want. Now this might be handy if you're doing something where it's multiple colors on the background, or say you wanted to use gradients. Be cautious of the tricks you're using until you really have a concept for your design. You don't want to get in here and just start doing everything just because you can. But let's say you just want this nice blue background to start, and see how it's not exactly the same size as my artboard. If I zoom in here, you'll see it's off. You can just optically adjust it, but you'll also see that you have info and guides telling you the size. So you can select that, and in properties, you'll see here over width and height, it's not quite 11 by 17, so you can make sure it's exactly 11 by 17 and just type in the size that you want. And then once you've got that blue background and it's just a shape on a layer, you can lock that so it doesn't get in your way. And then you can proceed to use type and use shapes over the top of that, and you can move these around however you'd like. You can come back in and unlock that if you decide you want a different color background. And that is one pretty easy way to add backgrounds to your designs. Okay, hope that helps.